Hello everyone, welcome you all to KR Lakam CBSE School Board online classes. In previous class, we solved examples on finding out square roots by using division method, and I told you to solve example 10 and 11 which is given in page number 105. So today I will continue with example 12 which is given in page number 105. Example 12. So here in this example they have given that find the least number that must be added to 1300 so as to get a perfect square. Also find the square root of the perfect square. So here they have given 1300 and they told that find the least number that must be added to 1300. So we have to find out least number that must be added to this 1300 to get perfect square number. To get perfect square number means this is not a perfect square number. So we have to find out one smallest number to add to this number to get perfect square number. Also find the square root of perfect square. After that we have to find out square root of perfect square number. So here first we will see or we will find out smallest number which is used to add to 1300 to get perfect square number. So now in division method, what we will make group of two digits from units place. So first we will make here two zeros group and here 1 and 3. Means first here we got 13. 13 means what we can consider here 3 into 3 9. And 4 into 4 16. 16 is greater than 13. So we have to consider 3 only. So 3 into 3 means 9 we got here. Next 13 minus 9. So what we will get 4, 1 minus 1, 0. So now here we have to add 3 plus 3. So what we will get 6. And next digits or next group is 0 0. We'll consider. So here we have 400 and here we have 6. So what we should consider here? First I will check with 5. So here if I consider 5, here also we should consider 5 only. So 65 into 5 means what we will get? 65 into 5 means 5 is 25, 5 6 is 30, 30 plus 2 325. So 325 is 75 less than 400. So I will check with 66. Means here I will consider 6 and here also I should consider 6 only. So 66 into 6 means 6 into 6 36. 6 into 6 36 plus 3 means 39. So 396. So I will consider 6 here. Means here also I should consider 6 only. So 66 into 6 means what we will get? 396. So 10 minus 6, 4, 10 minus 10, 0, 4 minus 4, 0. So 4 is the remainder we have now. Therefore, here we have given here we haven't got 0 means this 1300 is not a perfect square number. So that they have given that this shows 36 square is less than this 36 square, here we got 36 means 36 square is less than 1300. You can check this 36 into 36, that will be less than 1300. So next perfect square number is, next after 36, next perfect square number. After 36, what we have? 37 square. 37 square means what we will get? What we will get? 1369, which is greater than 1300. So now, hence the number to be added is, here they are given. Hence the number to be added is, what we have to do here? 37 square minus 1300. So 37 square means 1369 minus 1300 means what you get? 69 is the answer. See here again. So by division method, what we did? We tried to find out the minimum integer value which is to be added to 1300 to get the perfect square. So this 1300 is not a perfect square number. So here what we got here, this 4 is the remainder. Therefore this shows, if here 4 is remainder, then this shows that 36 square is less than 1300. This is less than 400. But in question they asked that what we have to add, which number we have to add to get the perfect square. So next perfect square is, that should be greater than 1300, because we have to add any number to get perfect square number to 1300. But here we got 36 means 36 square is less than 1300, means we cannot add there. So we consider next perfect square number means 37. After 36 what we have? 37. So 37 square means 1369. This is greater than 1300. Therefore, the number to be added is 37 square minus 1300. So 37 square means what we will get? 1369 minus 1300 equals to what we will get? 69. Therefore, this 69, what it indicates? When you add 69, this is the minimum number which is to be added to 1300 to get the perfect square number. When you add 69 to 1300, what you will get? 1369. So this is the perfect square number, because this is the value of 37 square. Why we consider 37 only? Because here we got 36 and this 36 square is less than, here we got remainder. Therefore, this 36 square is less than 1300. In question they asked that what we have to add. So we have to add to 1300 to get the perfect square. But here 36 square is less than 1300, so we cannot add any number to 1300. So we will consider next perfect square number means 37 square is equal to 1369. So here what we have to do? The number to be added is 37 square minus this 1300 equals to 37 square means 1369 minus 1300 equals to 69. This is the smallest number which is to be added to 1300 to get the perfect square number. So now we will see square roots of decimals. how to find out square roots of decimals by using division method. So now we will discuss square roots of decimals. So here they have given one example 17.64. We have to find out square root of 17.64 by using division method. So again we have to make group of two numbers. Okay. So here first I will consider 64 and second group 17. Okay. So now by division method, we will try to find out square root of 17.64. So here, in first group, what we have? 17. 17 means, what is this square number we can consider? 3 into 3, 9. Means 9 is 8 less than 17. Next digit, 4 into 4, 16. So 16 is 1 less than 17. And you can check with 5 also. 5 into 5 means 25, which is 8 greater than 17. So I will consider 4 here. 4 into 4. What you will get? 16. So 7 minus 6 means 1. 1 minus 1 means 0. Okay. So now we will consider second group 64. Second group 64. And we have to add here 4 plus 4, what we will get? 8. 4 plus 4 means 8. And here, after this first group, here we have decimal point means here we should consider one decimal point. Here, after this first group, we have decimal point. So after this, we should consider one decimal point. Okay. So now, what we got here? 164. So 164 means if I consider here 81 into 1, 81. So this is 81 less than 164 or 83 less than 164. So I will check with 82. So here if I write here 2, here I should consider 2 only. So 82 into 2 means what we will get? 82 into 2, 2 to the 4. 2 8 is 16. So we will get 164. So here we have 164 only. So I will consider 2 only. So 82 into 2 means 164. So what you will get? 0. Means what we got to know here? Square root of 17.64. Square root of 17.64 equals to 4.2. What is the difference here? After this group, if we have decimal point, then we should consider here one decimal point. This is the only difference. So now, example 13. Finding out square root of 12.25. This is very similar to this 12th example. Try to solve 13th example. So now I will discuss 14th example in page number 106. So here in 14th example they have given that area of square plot. They have given that area of square plot equals to 2304 meter square. Area of square plot equals to 2304 meter square. find the side of the square plot. So we have to find side of the square plot. So here area of the square plot is given 2304 meter square. So side of the square plot here we have given, therefore side of the square plot, this should be equal to square root of 2304. Why here they have given square root of 2304? Because we know that area of square is equals to area of square. Here I will write area of square equals to side into side. Okay. So here they are given area of the square 2304, means this is the answer of side into side or product of side into side. So here they are asking side of the square, means side into side means what I will get here, area of the square. So area of the square they are given 2304. So this 2304 is the product of side into side. So now to get the length of one side, what you can do, square root of this 2304. So here they have written side of the square equals to square plot equals to square root of 2304. So now we have to find out square root of 2304 by using division method. So 2304 we find out square root. So here we will make group of 2 digits. So first 04 and 23. So here we have 23 means 5 into 5 25, which is greater than 23. So I will consider 4 here, 4 into 4 16. So here 13 minus 6 means 13 minus 6 means 7. So 2 minus 2 means 0. Okay. So now here 4 plus 4 means what we get? 8. And now we will consider second group 0 4. So now we got here 704. So now what we have to consider here? I will check with 7. If I write here 7, then here also I will consider 7. I should consider 7 only. So 87 into 7 means what I will get? 7 into 7 49. 7 into 8 56. 56 plus 4 means 60. This is equals to 609. So I will check with 88. So here I will consider 8 and here also I should consider 8 only. So now I will check with 88 into 8. Okay. So now 8 into 8. What will get? 8 into 8 is 64. Next 8 into 8 again 64. 64 plus 6 means 70, which is equals to 704. So here I will consider 8, means here also I should consider 8 only. 88 into 8 means 704. So when we subtract 704 from 704, what will get? 0. So square root of 2304 equals to 48. So what we got here, square root of 2304 equals to 48. Therefore, side of square plot is 48 meter. Okay. Now I will discuss next example 15th. So here in 15th example they have given that there are 2401 students in a school. In a school there are 2401 students. PT teacher wants them to stand in rows and columns such a way that number of rows is equals to number of columns. So here one school, how many students are there? 2401. Total number of students equals to 2401. And here PT teacher wants them to stand in a row and column in such a way that number of rows is equal to number of columns. So here number of rows and number of columns should be equal. Okay. Find the number of rows. So we have to find out number of rows. For example, you can see here I will consider equal number of columns and equal number of rows. So here you can see I considered 4 columns 1, 2, 3, 4 and 4 rows 1, 2, 3, 4. Means there are 4 columns and 4 numbers. So as PT teacher wants, here in this example there are equal number of rows and equal number of columns because 4 rows and 4 columns, therefore equal number of rows and columns. Now you can see how many students will stand here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like this only 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Means there will be 16 students if there are 4 rows and 4 columns. Means 16 is a square number. As you know, this 16 is square number because when you multiply 4 into 4, what you will get? 16. Therefore, 16 is square number. Therefore, square root of 16, what you will get? Square root of 16 means 4 because when you multiply 4 2 times you will get 16. Therefore, 16 is square number and 4 is square root. So, square root of 16 is 4. So, this 4 indicates what is this 4? 4 is the number of rows or it may be number of columns also because there are equal number of rows and columns. Okay. So now here you can check with 5 also. Means 5 columns 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 5 rows 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here we have 5 rows and 5 columns. Means equal number of rows and equal number of columns. So how many students will be there? You can count here these points. You will get 25. So this 25 is also a square number and square root of this 25 is 5. What is this 5? 5 is number of row or number of columns. So like this only, here total number of students in a school, how many students are there? 2401 and PT teacher wants them to stand in a row and column in a such a way that equal number of rows and equal number of columns. For that they are asking we have to find out number of rows. We have to find out number of rows means what we have to do? We have to find out square root of 2401. So here what they did? They considered let number of rows equals to x, any number x, number of rows, then we know that number of rows equals to number of columns. Therefore, number of columns, this is also equals to x. So number of students, equals to x into x. What you will get? X square. X into x means x square. Here you can see number of rows, number of columns. For example, 4 into 4, x square means 16. This is number of students here. Here 25 is number of students. And here 4 what indicates? Number of columns or number of rows. Therefore, x square is equals to, means number of students, total number of students, x square is equals to 2401. But here we want number of rows, means we have to find out x value. So when we consider x only, here we have x square value 2401, but when we consider only x value, we should calculate square root of 2401, so that we will get what? Number of rows. So here I will find out number of rows by using division method, means we have to find out square root of 2401 by using division method. So we will make group of 2 digits. First digit 01, sorry, first group, and in second group 24. So now here we have 24, means first I will check with 5 only. 5 5s are 25. So 25 is greater than 24. So I will consider 4. So 4 into 4, 16, means 14 minus 6, what you will get? 14 minus 6 means 8. 2 minus 2 means 0. Okay. So now 4 plus 4, what will get? 8. And I will consider the second group 0 1. So what we have now? 801. So here I have 8. So if I consider here 8, here also I should consider 8 only. So now I will check with 88 into 8. 88 into 8 means what we will get? 8 8 is 64. 8 8 is 64 plus 6 means 70, which is equals to 704. But here we have 801. So now we will check with next number 9. So 89 into, if I write here 9, here also I should write 9 only. So now 89 into 9 means what you will get? 9 into 8. Sorry, here 89. Here we have 89. 89 into 9 means 9 into 9, 81, 9 into 8, 72, 72 plus 8 means 80. What we got here? 801. Here also we have 801. So we will consider 9 only here. So here also we should consider 9. 89 into 9, 801. So the remainder is 0. Okay. Square root, therefore square root of 2401 equals to, what is the answer? 49. Okay. So the number of rows, therefore number of rows equals to 49 is the answer. So I hope you are clear with these examples, finding out square roots of decimal numbers and integer numbers by using division methods. So in next class I will continue with exercise 6.4. Thank you all.